gave you a fair amount of bait.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
See, I didn't want to just do run as I normally do. I wanted to try and see if I could get myself out of a spot. Because that's where you fall down. You get into a situation where my first 2 runs or 3 runs get stuck. And I'm freaking got to go for something big. Yeah, man. And the picks I threw down the middle as well, that was supposed to be a touch pass. I don't know why he threw it so flat. I freaking twitching on the circle button and it just flew like a flat ball straight to a guy. The other one that you got in the middle where you and the receiver are standing side by side, I probably should have... It was just the errant pass. They were separated. Like, if I'd thrown it low, maybe my receiver would have had a bit of an advantage. But your guy, it just went straight to your guy.
Yeah, I jumped it as well.
I know. You was active, innit? So that's the thing. Like, you spotted it. The receiver just chilled. I don't know, man. And on the deep right, I think I might have to wait for a little bit more separation because you were literally running alongside my guy. And you went up, actively went up. My guy didn't do it.
Yeah, I'll go up early, bro. Like, I'll go up early for that ball. Like, basically, the earlier you send that command, when the ball gets into the area, the earlier your receiver will then decide to try and play the ball. The earlier your DB will try and play the ball. So that's what I was doing. I was...
Is our party private, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Cool. No, it's random guy trying to jump in.
Or just what anyone.
No, I'm playing the guy online. Yeah. I don't know if I can see if he's this is gonna be interesting. Oh wow, he shanked it around. I was playing the line against everyone else. You just shanked it straight out of bounds. Okay.
He's able to get into open field with a full head of steam.
Let's see. Let's get there. Let's see what this guy.
There was a big window. They're lucky they did get it. Got his man.
It's going to be weird going back to normal teams when we play it, you know, because people obviously will start exploiting matchups, start leaning on their flair players and their star players. And it's going to be a very big tactical adjustment that everyone's going to have to make.
The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, I hate this stuff, man. These green boxes and red boxes that flash out. Oh, come on, man.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Little Mac here. Jeez, sorry.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Runs through the countdown.
I'm not that big where I mentally see those boxes now. Like, for me, I'm mentally seeing them and I'm plotting out where
that'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd down.
Setting up the run.
He sat me as well. 4th and 23. Ugh. That's me trying to get the streamer. I just sent him on the phone.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that,
it
tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to stop one in.
Another gambler, I see.
In your hometown of Florida. Absolute mess.
It's a game. Risk it.
Bro, trust me, after a couple of rounds, if you stick around for a couple of rounds, like, you're gonna change how you feel. You're gonna change how you feel, bro, trust me.
Don't tell me what happens, I'm watching it.
And now this is gonna depend on the spot. And they say he's
nope, you didn't get it, bro.
Charles, why do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface.
What's Chicago's Bears offense like? Good?
Bears offense, you know what? I like it, but you need to put Trubisky in. I like the Bears offense.
I'm playing against it, so I'm
playing against it. Oh yeah, run game, play action.
I'm guessing. Because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough.
Lucy's pretty fast, isn't it?
Chunky yardage to pick up.
I remember.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That play
for
16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display.
Wow, Bosa is fast. Oh, I just realised I need to do something as well. Shit, I haven't got my right lineup in. Oh my god, Bosa is quick. He covered the ground between my quarterback's arm going back, and yeah, QB didn't even get the ball off. he closed that down like no one's business.
In there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
That was disgusting.
Don't need it all back at once.
Oh, Vic, will you do me a favour?
When
you've got
17 yards to
do,
go on
yes,
second
please.
down.
Thank you.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Avoids him at the 40. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll wind up getting 10
you should have picked that.
Sets him up for
My
third
God.
down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along. But their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Los Angeles Chargers, you think Week 15, Charles, that win over Kansas City. Look, they're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. This is a team that can make a run in the postseason.
What's the matter? Relax, relax, talk. What happened? I don't know. I can't see from here, my friend. Come here, show me. Come and show me. Look, it's finished. I think it's finished something. Come on, let me see.
It was a no-brainer. With my team, we're going for it. But I'm with you on this team. They're not sneaking up on anyone, yet they're also going to be a handful for anyone that they're going to play.
And remember, they also beat Pittsburgh in December as well. So this is a team that is very, very talented. Both of those games, by the way, primetime matchups, and the whole nation saw them.
Yeah, the last part, they can go on the road and win. That's a big, big deal because of that defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Hurry up! Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
How big was the field goal? I missed
An
it.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Oh, wow. Nice. Oh my God, that same route.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. Oh, they've gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked, instead it's incomplete.
That's the same ball that made me killed me against you.
2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense.
When it bounces up like that, and the receiver literally looks like he's going to run into the bubble. And it just drops, and he just drops on the floor because you lose sight of it. Again, if you call that, it's gone. Oh, wow.
Your feed is you're quite up to date on the feed, aren't you? Like, you're not that far behind.
No, I just reloaded the page now, so yeah.
It's like maybe it sounds like it's maybe like
it just was a struggle. It has been a
Yeah,
struggle
so
all
I
year, way below 500. And it's coming off the
I'll let you
season
know when the
where
clock
they
starts
were so
running.
close to going to the Super Bowl, and everybody thought this year was going to be very similar.
Yeah, on the phone, if you reload it, it's pretty
weren't they, from last year going to the Super Bowl. So we all thought they would
there's a bigger
win
lag
over
with
New
this
England
one.
early in the season. They truly had.
So I've got running clock 150 now, 149, 148, 7, 6. Yeah, 3 seconds.
Was really up and down all year. It would give you a game where they look like world beaters, and the next time wouldn't play well at all. Too many inconsistencies, and it's really hard to put a finger on where it all went wrong because this is a team that's too talented to have the record that they've had in 2018.
Oh, no, he did it as well.
On second down, here's Fournette.
Oh, stress.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
Nice.
That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Did exactly right.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
Come on, Dan. Size Ross.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Bro, do you know what? They've been for a long time one of my favourite alternative options. The Chargers, quietly are a good Madden team to use. Depending on what, if you like to have a solid run game,
the Chargers offense gets set, they head back onto the field.
Yeah, if you like to have a solid run game,
really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on 1st down. And a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, the sack resulted.
To throw is Rivers. It's caught over the middle by the tight end.
That was a good pass because you kind of threaded that through like 2 zones, not width ways, but vertically.
Third catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 1st down throw here for Rivers.
Man, that 2 drives for field goals can be undone in 1 play, man.
Nice gain of 21
nice
yards.
pass.
A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And
come on, Dan.
Nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12
no,
after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Rivers is coming, and he's taken down. Malik Jackson.
Oh, you saw it breaking across the field, yeah. He got caught up on his route, though. That's the only thing.
So it's for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
What a prick. Chewed up 4 minutes of clock. Okay, and the 40-yard field, 40-yard field, no, 23-yard field goal. Idiot. 33-yarder. That's still, why are we still my time? Oh, let's go, Gutty. Stupid box is stressing me out.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers.
There we
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and got himself a big victory in Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. How about the bloodline of Josh Johnson, though? Also related to Marshawn Lynch of the Oakland Raiders and Marcus Peters of the Los Angeles Rams.
Pretty good company. And that one results in 35
Oh, you're lying.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
I just wanted to be able to make a cut, but he never fucking engaged you. He was just sort of just running in the way, so I'm like, I can't.
You might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, it's still got points due to his leg.
And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra
you
yards up
run the
to
wrong
the
way.
27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
come on, Dan.
With the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any out.
He's by himself, Keenan Allen, and he takes it all the way down to the 32. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there, and even 40 yards. On first and 10, Rivers on the right side, caught by Green. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Oh, no.
Virgil Green, 32 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, no way, that is clean. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever heard.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Headwind as well.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38.
And then got into me.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Sunday. Spread left. They're running it.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Play. Sit up properly, Tennis, please. Sit up. Sit up properly. Sit properly, please. You're gonna hurt your neck.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're gonna get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have
I had
two
my
remaining
2-minute
here
warning
before we get to halftime.
and then I used the timeout.
Pick him off. There we go. Damn right, it's got picked off.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
380.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Oh no, he got
They're able to
stopped.
convert on 3rd
I didn't
down, and
break
that
it.
sets up
Oh
the
no,
1st and
stretch.
goal.
Love it.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there
Billy.
after giving up the first down. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, spread right, smack.
Oh, that little Mac just destroyed me. Oh, come on.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh my word.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Don't take a field goal.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the
He ran into the kicker. Was the kick good?
Gift, no, it's bad.
You missed it. I'll take another shot. Take another shot. Marco.
Gave me a gift there, bro.
Under the GQ, yeah.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now.
It's just this damn thing, the bloody like kicking control where it sometimes it goes slow up then quick down, or quick up then slow down. So you're just like, oh for God's sake, man, stop playing. Like, just
We're
let me
trying to
kick.
simulate obviously the kicker's composure at that point in the game, isn't it?
I know, but it's jarring. It's just like it's proper jarring because it will rock up and you'll be like, oh okay, yeah, I've got to be on point, but it comes down slow. And you're like, fuck.
It was you that got 2-minute warning that you were just about to do a kick, right?
Yes, bro, that was annoying. Imagine the game iced me.
Straight after as well.
Huh?
I saw you did the kick again and you managed to get it perfect straight after.
Yeah, but I was like, imagine like working that hard because it was windy as well to get it perfect, and then the game like iced me, and I was just like, oh, bro. I think I even took another time out. I think I was just like, actually managed to get my nerves up on edge, bro. Just like, no, come on now, stop it.
But you kicked for the game a few times as well, innit? That's a mad one.
I have, yeah.
Who did you beat on the field for?
Micah.
Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football.
No.
36-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake.
Cool out, man. I got all hands in there and I'm not doing their job.
And move on. He hasn't been able to do so in the second.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll
That
bring up
direct
a second
snap
and
punt
13.
fake's a bit saucy, you know.
I know, and it works quite regularly.
Yeah, you get caught up, but there's always like a hole there to kind of try and exploit.
And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Dancing. He's going to have to eat this one as
Just got the ankle.
Ingram.
Just got the ankle, you know.
6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now a timeout
what was going on with my control pad? The way it was
Perhaps a chance
vibrating.
for one more quick play and then another
Like,
timeout.
full on just
if
like-
they heard. We'll see. So now on comes the field goal
Still
unit,
doing
and
it
wow,
now.
this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the
My kicker must
midfield
be
logo.
like, must have had
It's
some
a
coffee or something.
58-yard
He's
attempt.
Ooh.
And I tell you what,
58.
he got it from
58.
50.
Nice.
With the crossfade.
Clean.
Lots of
How
leg behind it.
decent. Got that
They got
perfect.
the interception, but
Good.
very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And
Oh,
it
man,
does
like
feel
a
like
slam, bro.
settling when that happens, doesn't
It
it?
certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense.
Like, I have
because
thought
they ran
about
onto
it in the past,
field.
because
It's what we
before,
call sudden change, right?
Take a knee,
Interception, you got to
Bro,
put up the fire. And they did.
I was like, wow, he is fully committed to bringing this
out come the
out.
Chargers. And from this spot in the field, the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in
Players,
this
take a knee,
situation,
take
that's
a
the
knee.
proper play.
Go down.
Do know there's some risk
The ones you
takers
got
out
to tackle
there
your
that
own
may
player
want
in
to
the
take
end zone
one
to stop
more
him from
shot.
doing a madness.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty.
You lot
as
must
they
know
come up on
Firas,
first and 10.
right?
From
He played for Blitz,
Jags get to him as
and
down he
before that, his
goes.
uni team was
So
Hertfordshire.
we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the
No, that's Fab. No, Firas was, I think Firas did play for Blitz, but his uni team was the Greenwich Mariners. Yeah,
maybe if he was
bro,
in that.
Firas was one of them guys, like,
The Jaguars in
two
possession of the lead,
games
and
that
they
I
will
played
get the
against
football
Greenwich.
as
I
we
remember,
are
like, he
underway
just
in the second
laid
half.
people out irrespective of the situation.
And this will be
I remember
a
it was,
touchback as that sails
remember it was a
over the
field
end
goal.
line. Out come the
No, not
Jaguars
field goal.
now
It was
as they'll
a
go on offense
kickoff,
first
kick
here
return,
in
or
this
punt
third
return.
quarter.
No, it's punt
This is
return.
sort of what you would
And the
call
punt
a put-away
returner was
drive. They score
our
here,
punt
especially
returner
a
was an
touchdown.
American
It's
guy.
almost out of reach.
And for a time in the States, they used to basically teach you, if you are not going to return it, wave, then get down on one knee to catch it. Basically, because that way, if you fumble, because if you, but also if you fumble it, you're already down on one knee.
But you just get that feel.
Yeah.
So you can't technically be a fumble at that point because you're on one knee. My guy was on one knee, and Firas hit him before the ball had even gotten to him.
No.
Just laid him out.
Leading with his head or shoulder? Is it shoulder?
Leading with his head, bro. It's brick ball, bro. Who needs if like it's brick ball, bro.
I was trying to picture it, how it could be actually acceptable, but yeah, nah.
It wasn't. It was just not like he went all out,
and then
went through him. Guy was on a knee, the ball hit Ferraz on the back. It was peak.
Oh wow! The ball hit on the back.
And then the following year, he did the same thing against a different returner. The returner was running towards the ball. Ferraz laid him out. Like, I was just like, this guy does not give two shits. He does not care.
That's the cycle that you need in your team, innit? You don't want to play against that guy. So that guy
you don't want to play against that guy, but you want one of those guys on your team.
Of course, always.
But yeah, I used to just watch that and be like, fam. Like, I'm glad that I stopped, because by that point I wasn't kick returning anymore, because I was purely defense, and I was just like, like a couple of times a year I would do the odd kick return, like just because I'd ask coach, let me do one for old time's sake. But yeah, I mean, most of our kick returners were actually our linebackers and DBs.
No way.
Yeah.
Solid guys, innit? They can take a hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, bro.
As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Getting a long way around. They've still got there.
You hear me, bro? Like, that was clutch.
I'm not gonna hit this guy. Yeah, you idiot. Right from in front of the line.
So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Punch right, punch right, punch right. 11.
To throw is Bortles. Steps away. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
You gotta get that. Come on.
He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
What's the matter, man?
Look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Tired. Yes, you are.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Yeah, that's what I'm working for.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. Touchdown!
I haven't used
a big play there.
Team's playbook since round 1.
And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
Even then, I think I was dabbling in between default Falcons playbook and my own.
Lambo to add on the extra point.
Who, Falcons?
Extra point tagged on
Chargers.
Lambo.
Chargers.
Pushes the lead up to an even 20.
From what I can recall, Chargers, the best strength of the Chargers playbook is play action.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
It's not so much gun.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
But that was a few years ago when they didn't have the receivers they have now.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Hurry up!
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, don't leave.
To throw, Rivers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football.
Yeah, I sent him and then pulled him out.
It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here's a give to Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Rolling to his right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette. And maybe a measure of
68, how are you behind
this one, but this time
I slow played that run. How did you get behind me, bro? Come on.
Now 3rd down.
Get on your horse. Coach normally always says, follow the fat man for a free meal, bro.
The Jaguars on 3rd down.
No
3 for
way,
7 so
picked
far
off in
in
the
this
end
game.
zone.
This is 3rd and 11.
Oh, come on. Off the lid and a pick. That's the
Oh
shot.
my god, you know what? I was pressing X like 2-3 times and still down the play.
I think you're right about that because there was no...
It's so annoying when it does that, when you're like, come on, just run the play. Just run the play.
I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
3rd and long, it's Bortles. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He should have caught that.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss.
I thought he would have, like he just did that weird sort of
wide open, got the
jump
shot,
up in the air.
and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time.
Little pirouette in there in the middle for us, some style points. Oh my god.
This one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right
That's
where
so
it
annoying.
is.
It's like twice that I've come away.
No way.
Like in 2 ways that I've come away with 0 points. Do you know what? I angled that as well. I just clearly didn't angle it enough. But I thought the wind was going with me, not. Maybe the wind's going. Ah, do you know what? Maybe I misread the arrow.
I didn't even see your touchdown. Well, I missed that. You got picked on. Just scrolling back. That was another field goal. Oh,
God, no, the field goal it pinged off the post.
and in.
No, it pinged right back out.
Oh, you did another one. I'm sure that I went back to 16.
This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, man. Stupid girl didn't turn up.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Oh, come on, man. You had the 1st down minute.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Fights loose. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Give man a fumble, bro. He was stumbling. He was stumbling. Even if it goes out of bounds, I don't care. But give me my damn fumble, innit? Like the way he got hit, that ball clearly would have flown out of bounds. But still, it's the principle. It's the principle, John. It's the principle, Madden. You know what? I got confused. I didn't know who had that last one. Was that me? Was that you?
I thought you had it. That's what I literally thought.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Give to the brother of JJ. This is Derek Watt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. Third and short yardage, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he is met in his tracks.
Oh no, that's what happened to Patrick yesterday.
He's stuck on
fuming.
2nd and goal.
That's why you got to save the burners till you got that clear side of the field, man. Come on, bad running. Right plan. Bad commissioning, bruv. Look at that out-of-date table that we got in the group, son. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Here's Rivers.
Oh, stupid game.
For the 4th time today.
Move out. Oh my God. Move out. Way.
And he brings it back to right around
Oh
the 26-yard
wow.
line.
Oh wow. Bad running again. The curse of the runners.
Bro.
Want some lunch?
Bro, that is, I'm not even accepting that as being on me, fam. Like, that's the, like, you see the way my blockers, like, move out in front of me, yeah? Block out in front of me. Why are you cutting me up for?
At their own 26.
Waste, man.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Boys, I'm done for a bit, yeah. Hopefully,
Get a bit
Just a
more.
yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Bortles trying the option to the right. He'll pitch to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter.
You know what, I've been
They're going to have to
working on
stack the box and
like,
make it
once you
difficult
get
for
a
them to
little bit
move the
settled
ball.
with
Made it
them,
very difficult.
it's
right
still always
there.
a
Now
bit
they
of a
need to
gamble.
repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
you kind of start feeling like you get a bit more confident on knowing when you do and don't want to run it, or when you just want to accept taking a hit as opposed to actually trying to flip that one off. That one nearly came off. So
11B.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Green 80.
No.
On 3rd down, Fournette shreds the tackle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake.
And he's
not
didn't
even
make
going to
it.
come close to picking up the first.
Oh,
They
it was
stopped him
close.
right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hurry up!
Now Gordon on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action now. Rivers.
Oh my God, what are you doing? Pick that off.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Yeah.
A really nice gain of 25
Why when Mr. Park, do you
yards.
say he doesn't want to play or he's starting practice?
I think he's maybe a bit busy or something on
Time
this
for a
round.
break.
So,
We'll come back and
like,
see
it's his
this
first one
out
in, but I think he's
after
just a bit
this.
busy. And you know what it's like, oh, you know, trying to keep up to the schedule and whatnot.
Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Red Delta!
Rivers to throw it. And now here's
my
another
days.
interception. Picked off at the 14. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
I saw your linebacker stuff.
Yeah, I was on him the whole time.
Still an important
I was
piece
on
of
him
business to take care of.
I was on it the whole time. When you threw it at me, I thought, okay, I've taken this way. Like, he'll throw it elsewhere, and he threw it at me. I was, do you know what? It was one of the ones when you threw it at me, I started cussing in my head because I was like, I swear to God, if I miss this pick, I'm going to be pissed because I've been on this player from the moment I came out the huddle. I'm like, there's no excuse.
That's what he stopped. I was like, cool, stop.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Lift it over.
Let me just
Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Chargers getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something?
The thing is, with the way that the rounds go, so the playbook
Yeah,
I'm using now
sometimes
is
teams
not
want
the
to do
playbook
that,
that I
and
would
coaches
typically
want
use
to. I
with the
remember one time
Falcons.
I was on a
I've got to be
team,
honest, I've
and
worked
we
on
were
this
losing
playbook
the
a
game
lot.
like this,
So
and
at
then
this
it was
point, I
like
kind of feel like this playbook is better than the playbook that I would use for Atlanta. I wouldn't use this playbook with the Falcons because it's got triple option and stuff like that that's built for more running QBs. But I don't have the sort of zone. I need to build a zone run, a zone run game base, a zone and power run game base offense.
Will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Yeah, I've got multiple playbooks. So like this playbook I used with this playbook I've used with the Browns and with Atlanta because they've got the running Atlanta. Jacksonville because they've both got like the running style quarterbacks.
6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Jay Namath, he did it 3 times. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument, then you could say on the other side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lambo on for the extra point.
That's what I was saying, like these games, they run it. I'm just going to ignore
Extra
that.
point tacked on by Lambo. And that will extend this big lead.
It's like, yeah, what's alright?
Yeah.
Personal foul penalties aren't
That's
going
it.
to help.
But that's why I kept taking the field goals, because I'm just like, I know where these games go. And like, yesterday I had 2 games where, because I was playing people that I've not beaten, or it's close in terms of they're up in the series, I pressed and did things that were out of character for me, and I threw away. I mean, at the end of the day, they still beat me. Like, they were close games, like one score or like one and a bit score games. But I threw away, like, you could look at me like, yeah, well, the marker was in scoring position, and man throws, like at one point I threw a pick at like the 2-yard line, and that happens. But what doesn't happen is throwing a pick where you're scrambling right, and then for some reason, I think I wanted to just maybe tuck and run, or I wanted to throw to R1, and I pressed X instead, and threw the ball back across my body to the other side, and it got picked. It's just like, I did that twice in that game. It's like, that's how you lose, like. But
line of scrimmage again, the 25.
And the thing is, it's like, once you see that table, it starts to build. Like, you start to be like, oh, I don't want to be like, you start wanting to progress, and you start wanting to not be in the same position on the table.
Interception picked off by Deshaun Gibson, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Casey
I wanted to lift
and
that.
a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So I read I was a man, but I just kind of thought, you know, I thought the man would be trailing me rather than in front.
Who's happy about this play?
Yeah.
Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Lucy.
Bortles going to throw here. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Green 80. Mike's 50. Hey, let's go. Trips left. Check. Lucky. Hey, spread right. Smack. Mike's 50. Here we go. 372. Come again. 11B.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds
I'm trying to
to
put
go.
at least some.
This one obviously
I'm
decided.
gonna finish 5 and 4. It's not personal, bro. I'm apologizing because I'm 5 and 4. I'm sitting in the middle of the table. I'm trying to. This is my last league game, so I'm trying to put up.
39, Lucy.
I see you played everyone.
Yeah.
Bortles now on 1st down. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a terrific return as he'll
Bro, that
take it
game was
up
closer
past
than.
the
That's what
35.
happens as well. The game was closer. Like, you look at, I think, if you look at the 4th quarter scoring, and then if you could see like the inside the 2 minutes, I probably had what two additional scores inside the 2 minutes. Like the 4th quarter scoring, and sometimes in these games as well, like they just, 4th quarter last just box.
Since catching, I messed up on those.
Yeah, that's it. That's literally it. And it's because you're pressing to get
So
back.
that'll just
And
about
at that
do it for
point,
Charles Davis.
I'm just sitting
Brandon
back
Gaudin.
and waiting
You've been
for you to
watching
put that ball in the air.
on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Is he any good?
Yeah, Benga's good. He's won the league once. Beat me in a close one yesterday. Yeah, Benga's a good player. Like to be honest, like everyone's a good player. Like the youngest player we got, Pat. Like I think Pat's only basically been playing Madden so long as these league games have been running, and he's improved. Like the thing is, he's not at that point where he's winning, but that's more because of experience.